Oh, good evening. And yeah, it's evening today. Here we are back again, Dr. Kelly and I, with our COVID update. So today I called it Can We Talk? So it is COVID week. I think it's this week 16 for us, I think.
Something like that.
I've lost count. I was talking to somebody today and I said, I'm very prayerful that by my birthday, we're not so having to think about this, but I'm also very realistic that unfortunately, due to the behaviors of some people, we will probably be back on lockdown. But I know the state of Illinois has 15, I think, states that you cannot come to Illinois from without having to quarantine for 14 days.
It makes sense. It does. I mean, today I had to go to the mall to pick something up, and I would say at least 50% of the people there were not wearing a mask. And I know we say it week after week after week, but we're going to keep saying it. Please put your mask on. And
mask. I mean,
things. How many people, Renee? How many people? I don't have one here, but how many folks were wearing their mask just covering their mouth? You need to cover your nose as well. Otherwise, you're defeating the purpose of having the mask on.
This is true. Yes. Oh, I don't have my mask down here with me. But yeah. And then you know what? I saw something that said, make sure. Okay. So everyone, please look, I'm going to be like Dr. Kelly. Please like, share, and start watch parties. And in the process, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to start a watch party.
And then also be careful with those masks that have the valves on. So apparently when the valve is open, whatever the person wearing it, their breath, their carbon dioxide, all of their COVID particles come out through the valve. So when I see those valves, like I get a little like, I have patients coming in with the valves on and I give them a mask to put over their valve mask because those masks only protect the wearer. They don't protect other people. So be careful with those valve masks as well.
Definitely. Yeah. I rented a car this morning and I was the first one at the rental car place. So he was in there by himself. But as soon as he saw me walking in there, he put his mask on.
Yeah.
And I had mine on. So I was very happy.
To me, it's a sign of respect and concern for the other person,
Right.
I don't know how hard this could be. Yeah.
Okay. I hate when this happens. I can't do the watch party, but I didn't send this to my personal page. Okay, we're just gonna do it that way. Oh, we can't do it that way. Okay.
So yeah.
Technical difficulties.
And then also the holiday weekend coming up.
That makes me nervous because we still haven't recovered from the Memorial Day shenanigans.
There were 6,000 cases in Florida in one day, like a day last week. 6,000 cases. And the numbers are rising here in Georgia too.
Right. And that was the most number since March. Actually, I don't think March even had that many like that. They never had a day like that in March even.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm trying to be positive about it. But I think that we're headed for another shutdown, Dr. Renee. I really think so. So I'm going to go get my toilet paper and my paper towels this weekend.
I mean, it was so funny today. We were talking and we were like, what was the thing with the toilet tissue? And the craziest thing to me is that today, if you go to the store, now granted, I haven't been to a store in God knows how long, but I have ordered online. There are no Lysol wipes. There's no Clorox wipes. There are no wipes. And I was like, okay, I understood when all of the hullabaloo was happening in March, but you mean to tell me they can't manufacture and get some, you know what I mean? Like, this is a long time later, right?
But apparently whenever like they do get them into the stores, they're gone within a few hours. People are still like stocking up on stuff like that. So maybe that's why you can't find any. So I usually get this particular brand of paper towel. It's called Viva. It's really thick, and I can't find it. Like I'm depressed about that. I really need to find that particular type. So maybe I'll be lucky when I go tomorrow.
First world problems.
I know, right?
like me and my toilet tissue. You
But
know, I
Barbados
love
is still
Quilted
doing a
Northern.
good job. Huh?
Look, I love a Quilted Northern. That's like me and my toilet tissue. I love a Quilted Northern. And as my father once said to me, your butt specific to what toilet tissue it likes? Yes, it is. It likes Quilted Northern. And since the pandemic, I can't be particular on toilet tissue. I go on Instacart and I pick toilet tissue. And then they say, well, if that's not available, is this okay? And I'm like, yes, that's fine.
Anything, right? Mm-hmm.
Said, are we ever going to find wipes again? I'm telling you.
Oh.
Cindy, hi, Dr. Cindy.
Amazon has Viva? Okay, I got to check Amazon out then. See, she knows that it's good paper towel.
Okay, well, I'm just joking, whatever. But the funny thing is, I'm not really a paper towel purchaser, but pandemic brought me to that because since I couldn't get toilet tissue, I was like, well, we just go get paper towel just in case. But then Dr. Kelly knows I bought a bidet, so I'm all set. I have a bidet, so I'm.
Like I went to the grocery store today, and now I have my routine. I have my my Lysol wipes. Whenever I buy groceries, I wipe them down on one side of the counter, the dirty section, like I'm doing surgery. Then I put I clean them off. I put them on the other section. I'm like, what were we? We were some nasty people before this. Like, what were we even thinking? Imagine, like, I cannot go to the pump and get gas without a glove on. Like, what were we doing before this? We were some nasty humans.
So today, because I rented a car today, I bought an entire box of gloves from Amazon because, I mean, what was I going to do? I couldn't buy one or two gloves, right? So I had to pump gas today, and I nearly forgot. Oh, Lord, I got to put the gloves on. So I put my gloves on, put my mask on, and got out, pumped the gas, and then I dumped the gloves at the, garbage at the gas pump. And
yeah, it's really changed, how we live life. And like my nephew, he is one of them is like going to be 2 in September, and I'm like, will he even have a birthday party? Like, he can't even have a birthday party. Like,
but honestly, like, to me, like, we did my favorite 4-year-old. We did his birthday party. It was Zoom, but we had a wonderful time. Cindy said, I'm extra fancy. Girl, I'm just trying to be like you.
How am I going to go on a date?
So I'm okay with the I like the virtual date.
I don't want a virtual date. I can't smell your cologne. I can't touch you. Like,
you hear me? I can say the internet went out. Sorry, bad signal.
What? I can't talk about that today, Dr. Renee.
What? No, you didn't hear me. This is what I'm saying on my internet date. I'm not getting it.
I got it now.
But yes, that's what I'm saying. So look, and you know me, I produce my own show. I can sit there and
you are horrible.
Aren't I?
But I did have one. I think I told you where he made his drink in his house and I made my cocktail. That was not good. Because all the extra alcohol I finished the next week, and I gained like some weight. But yeah, like I don't know if I like this.
That is something I will say that's something. But it's funny because some of my friends like I'm trying to get back to normal. I'm trying to get out, and they look at me like I'm crazy because I'm not going out. I just do my exercise. But I'm like, I was talking to my friend today. I go, where am I going? Everything's been canceled. My whole life has been canceled. You guys, I should be in New Orleans today. Today is July 3rd, and I can count on my hands and toes how many years I've been in Essence for 4th of July. I've only missed a very few, and I'm not there. And it's just like, what?
I'm not there either. Like, I can't imagine going to a restaurant.
Oh no, and I'm not going inside anybody's restaurant. If you would like to bring me my if you'd like to do curbside, we can do curbside. And I think I'll do small, I'll do small gathering, not gathering, small, like if my friend wanted to have dinner, one of my girlfriends wanted to have dinner, okay, pick it up and bring it over. We can have delivery, but I'm not sitting in anyone's restaurants right now. And honestly, like I was saying, there's not really anything going on for me to do. There's no concerts. All the things that I would do is not going on. There are no events. There's nothing to do. There's nothing. So I was like, why wouldn't I just be at home?
But the funny thing is, I was having a friend today that, like, before March, I was always rushing to go somewhere, always rushing in to do this and stuck in traffic for an hour and frustrated. And these last couple of months have felt like a little bit of a breather. Things have calmed down a little bit. I can focus on other things, focus a little bit better because I'm not having all these distractions, But I do miss socializing. I do miss celebrating birthdays. I do miss being able to hop on a flight and see my nephew. Like, I feel like I've missed him growing up over the last, 6 months. Well, I saw him in January, but I have as long as I've gone without seeing him. So,
and this is, honestly, technology is amazing because I even talked to my favorite 4-year-old today, and he called me because he had to show me his golf medals. If you guys don't watch the Ask Dr. Renee show, my favorite 4-year-old was 3 at the time, and he was on the show. And if you don't watch me on Black Doctor, he was also on Black Doctor with me as well. But he was showing me, he talked about how he couldn't golf because of the virus. And he knows it's corona. He knows all about it. And so he showed me his medals today because now he can golf again. So he's very excited.
Nice. Dr. Cindy wanted to know so I went on Delta, and I will, if I have to travel, I will go on Delta again because they didn't sell the middle seats. So even though coronavirus can travel vertically, but it still I still felt a little bit more secure, not being right next to someone. It was mandatory to put a mask on when getting on the plane. I did see some people like pull it down, from their nose. So I wish that the flight attendants were a little bit more vigilant in terms of telling people put the mask back on properly. But besides that, I think it was seamless. How they boarded the plane made more sense. They boarded from the back, so there wasn't long lines of people waiting to, put their bag in the overhead compartment. So overall, I had a good experience with Delta, and I will probably be traveling on Delta again. I heard that American Airlines are selling all of their seats. They're having full. I would not do that. I wish that the air. And I also wore my N95 for the entire flight
which is very
smart. I wanted full protection, because I don't know who had on a mask with a valve. I don't know who took their mask off during flight. And then they also still gave us snacks when we got onto the plane. They gave us all hand wipes, and then they had a snack time where they had a Ziploc bag with some water and 2 snacks. So people were taking off their masks to eat. So I refused to eat on the flight.
Which is very
So, yeah.
Listen, I fly American, and I'm like, Lord, please. This is scary. This is crazy. I'm still trying to figure out what are they doing. I think
they're trying to get their money before it shuts down again. That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, God. Well, I read another person who flew to Jamaica from Vegas.
I saw that post today.
Yeah. My only concern about that was they didn't require a COVID test.
That's it. Yeah. So I think for Barbados, what I heard was that anyone coming into Barbados must have a negative COVID test within 72 hours of their flight, or they can't come, which makes sense. I think, there might still be a few that fall through the cracks, but for the most part, that will hopefully cut down any, because right now there are no cases in Barbados, none. But obviously they can't keep their borders closed forever because our economy thrives on
the 1-year pass thing, right?
The what?
They have this 1-year pass thing. If you're someone who works from home, you can come into Barbados and work there for a year.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes, Cindy, yes. No test was required, but then they have to go to the resort and they can't leave the resort in Jamaica.
But then they still have to interact with the hotel staff.
I know.
And you can't go to the pool. You can't go to the dining room. Like, there's still interaction that's happening.
I don't know. It's a little odd. Yeah, it was just a little odd, but.
Yeah, that should not have been optional. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And did you see that once they got there, then it was like a lottery system on who got COVID tested and who didn't?
Mm. Maybe they're trying to drive down costs of having to do all those tests and all the passengers. I don't know what
Well, they
else.
should have just made them get them before they came.
Yeah, someone was telling me maybe you can put it into the price of the ticket.
Uh,
You
and
know?
there's that.
Yeah.
There's that. I don't know. I'm just like, I hate to say it, but I think the fall will be back to lockdown, at least by the winter.
But hopefully, Dr. Renee, there's going to be a vaccine by October, a vaccine that works. No? I'm hopeful that there's a vaccine by October.
I think the virologist should weigh in on this.
Dr. Cindy, what do you think? Dr. Renee, would you volunteer to be
yes,
one of the
I'm like, please,
vaccine?
I got places to go, people to see. No, we're trying to go to Antigua in November, and I have no problems being on the island of Antigua. It's getting there that's my concern. So, U.S. Airlines won't take on the liability.
Yeah, so I would recommend please don't be going to
do. My nails done this week, though.
I got my feet done this week too,
and so I would say it was pleasant. It was lovely. Wasn't nobody there but us, and it was cool.
I don't know. I wear my N95. Any place that I go that I think is, high risk, I wear an N95 mask.
I don't own an N95, so I did have on my mask. And my nail tech, she had her mask on the whole time, so it was great. Dr. Cindy has weighed in. This is our resident virologist, our friend. There won't be a widely available vaccine by October. I didn't figure it'd be widely available, and I don't think I'm high enough on the list. I don't think I'm a VIP to get it. Although Dr. Cindy has some ways. Maybe she could hook us up. But no, I am. The Chinese are currently administering a vaccine to their military.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I personally, I'm one of those people. If there's a vaccine available, I am ready. As long as I'm not allergic. People know I have a lot of allergies, which has eliminated me from getting other vaccines. Some other vaccines, not many, but I'm ready. Let's go. Because I'm just like, come on. I do not want to be bothered with thinking about it. I just want to be, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. But yeah, I'm like, let me just get it. Eva, this is gonna be a long year. Woo, Eva, is it just July? You guys, it's the middle of the year. Anyone that follows me knows I go to the Burning Bowl ceremony at Christ Universal Temple Church the first Friday of January, the first Friday of the year. I've been going for like 5 or 6 years. So we write a letter thanking God for the things that we want to happen that year. And if you guys know me, then you know I practice the power of intention. So every morning I write down my intentions for the day. Like I said, I was going to have a great drive today. And I did. And somebody is coming down the steps with me playing. Okay. And so I got my letter back the other day. It came back maybe last week. So I finally opened it. If today is July 3rd, I opened it maybe Tuesday or something. And it was interesting. Most of the stuff has not happened yet. But due to some things happening now, I see some of those things, a lot of those things happening by the end of the year. So I'm really excited. Very excited. And I really think people should do this. I mean, the power of intentions is really powerful. I really did plan out my day and it really did go that way. And honestly, I drove, what was it? Maybe it was like 4 hours I drove today. Maybe it was 5. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was 5. And then we lost an hour because I changed time zones. But the fact that it happened smoothly and effortlessly, I won't say effortless. No, there was some effort because I was tired after 20 minutes. I just didn't tell nobody. I was like, I'm so over this. I think I was like barely 20 miles in and I was like, Lord, this is not a good idea. But I made it. And so, I'm not excited about doing it again, but
I'm so hopeful that we can reclaim the rest of this year.
Yes. Honestly, I keep telling people, I don't feel like this has been a bad year. I have worked more this last 6 months than I've probably worked a long time. I mean, I've been my behind. night and day and night. I'm sure you all see all these lives and all the stuff that goes in behind the scenes to get them together. And then all these other things. I mean, literally in the last like 2 weeks, maybe not even 2 weeks, I think I've had 4 podcast interviews drop. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, but it's great. It's great and it's wonderful. So I won't say it's a complete loss. Now, the loss is that I've not physically been able to see my people, but I'm gonna Eva Wilson and her reclaiming her time. Okay,
reclaim our year, reclaiming the year. Yeah.
Oh, Auntie Maxine. Yes, Auntie Maxine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cindy knows what's up. Cindy knows what's up. This is what we do. We have to have the power of intention. So my intentions are that the rest of the year is going to be the wonderful, and it'll be more personal interaction. We won't have to be, but my whole thing is I just don't think I'm doing big crowds. So, small gathering, small. And when I say small, I'm talking less than 10 until at least the fall. And then after the fall, we can revisit that. But until at least to the fall, I'm just like, just keep it intimate, keep it intimate. And utilize these platforms and, keep in touch with your people.
Mm-hmm. So this year was my big 4-0. And it is my big 4-0. And I was planning to make a trip to Thailand or maybe Japan. No, I don't know. I'm going to go. I might just go to my patio. Happy birthday to me. We'll see. We'll see how international travel.
We'll party in Antigua.
You know what I want to do? I maybe go to California. No, not California. I'll figure it out.
Well, I will tell you this, in case you guys haven't been watching my videos about the COVID money and stuff. So I did I say this? I must have. Maybe I didn't, but I'll say it. But the occupant has this brilliant idea. Did I tell you about this? Brilliant idea that would help the economy when people travel to domestic, what is it? Like the Grand Canyon and, landmarks and tourist stuff, you get $4,000.
I would go.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. First of all, people are broke and can't afford to do anybody's vacation because there's a requirement. You have to spend a certain amount of money to get this money.
Oh, okay.
But I said, you know what? Because we got to go to New York anyway for obvious reasons. So I said, we'll go step on over to the Empire State Building, get what we got to get and collect our 4,000. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... God help him. Okay, that's all I can say. He makes me scratch my scalp. Like, God help him. But that was his brilliant idea to boost the economy. Bad idea. Just a stimulus check that's actually stimulating. Okay, because $1,200 for most families, even if they got $2,400, if they got $2,400, $3,400 one time is not stimulating a whole lot. Just isn't. But teach his own. But no, you'll get to celebrate, and if until next year, you put it off into next year.
Yeah, I mean, we are resilient. We are obviously resilient people. We've made it through 4 months of this.
Right.
And the rest of the year doesn't have to be bad. Like, I have seen so many good things come out of this quarantine. Like, spiritually, I'm more connected to God, more stable.
Girl, we had long talk today in the car. Ooh, Lord.
I've had to pray more than I've ever had to before.
The people I talked to, right? I was like, we had a long talk. Because I didn't know how else I was going to get here. Like, Jesus, I need you to please take this wheel. I kept saying, could you just lift it up and drop it on the driveway and then I'd be done? But it was incredibly by.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's some positives that have come out, out of this time. So
we have a newbie. So Dr. Kelly and I have been doing COVID updates every single Friday. And of course, in the beginning, it was just because we were both medical doctors trying to get information to you. Now that we're in the 16th week, honestly, I think that people are they're just taking over with all the information. It's just too much. It's too much information. But we did briefly discuss it at the beginning. And we talked about how there are 15 states that are having surges, and there is actually it's more than 15, it's 30 something states, but there's 15 states that Illinois is not allowing anyone to come visit from unless you 14-day quarantine. So, and Michigan, I think, has the same rule. So, so definitely, that's what we talked about. And now we are just, two women trying to get through COVID-19, 2020, pandemic 2020, the only pandemic, God willing, in our lives. So I don't know that we're built for another one, but I promise the next one I won't be single. But
In Jesus' name, girl. Claim it.
this wasn't the way it was supposed to be.
But I still believe love can happen even in the next 6 months.
Me too. I totally agree. You see, Soca Mom Eva Wilson says that is true. There have been some great things that came out of this. Oh, she says this because Soca Mom Summit came from this. And Soca Mom Summit, you can go to socamomsummit.com. And Dr. Kelly and I spoke, and also our lovely friend here, Dr. Cindy. She said she had time to assess and realign her priorities. Amen to that. Oh, no problem. And Eva didn't know it was 30-something states. Girl, I'm sorry. Stay away from the news. Don't listen to me. But yeah, girl, it's a map and it's all red. But Soca Mom Summit, we just finished another summit 2 weeks ago. So she did not one, but two summits. She has over 50-something talks about all sorts of amazing things from women of Caribbean descent. So please check that out. Also, Dr. Kelly, you weren't featured. Dr. Cindy, Eva, myself, we were all in, what is it called? Eva, Cindy, somebody throw it out. Alicia, can you look it up?
The STEM thing, right?
STEM women in, Alicia's looking it up for me. But we were all featured in that in the month of June, which was Caribbean Heritage Month. So that was an honor, and I will be posting more about that soon. Oh, NYC, that's right. New York has that quarantine rule. And it seems like
right. They worked so hard to get their numbers down, like so hard. So they're right.
Yeah, that's right. New York has it too. But apparently, I love my mayor. Apparently, she told the people yesterday. She told them, sit your butt down.
Women in Silicon Valley.
Huh?
Women in Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. Thank you. I knew Alicia or Cindy would throw it up here for me. So women in Silicon Valley, in the month of June, they featured several Caribbean heritage women, but they featured myself, Eva, and Dr. Cindy. So please check that out. And you can check that out on all of our social media handles and all of that great stuff. But so yeah, there's been some really cool stuff because I probably never would have paid attention to that because I was too busy to pay attention, So I've been paying closer attention to things that I wouldn't have. I discovered Twitch in this pandemic. So hi to my Twitch friends. LinkedIn Live. I hadn't gone live on LinkedIn Live. I'm going live on LinkedIn Live. Hello, of course, to YouTube. I am literally this close to getting paid on YouTube. So please, thank you to those that are watching live on YouTube right this minute. And thank you to everyone who continues to give me those hours. I haven't looked today. I'm guessing probably less than 700 hours and I'll be all set. Yes. So there was some great women on the list, right, Eva? So, Eva is the bomb. Do you know she done switched platforms? First she was on Facebook, now she's on LinkedIn. I love her. Yes. Cindy said, I love the way that women have flourished and led in all aspects of industry during this pandemic. Yes, there's a Black woman that is leading the charge with the vaccine and the CDC in Atlanta. And then these Black women-owned businesses are just blowing up. Today, I saw our fellow West Indian who was also part of Soca Mom Summit, Kalila Wright. Her brand is Mess in a Bottle. She makes shirts and stuff. She's going to be on Walmart.com selling her product. Wow. So, yeah. So, Cindy, I always knew you could get paid in your Facebook Lives. So that wasn't new to me.
What do you have to do to get paid in your Facebook Live?
You have to, I'll show you in the back end. Okay. You have to get some requirements you have to meet, and it's all on there. I'll show you. But I'm not as close with Facebook as I am with YouTube. So that's why I'm shooting for YouTube first. Yeah. Eva said she has stuff on every tab. That's how she can keep moving and giving us minutes everywhere else. That's lovely. All righty then. But everyone, we will be back next Friday. You see my page of scenery. You guys notice it doesn't say Ask Dr. Renee behind me. I have actually reunited with my family, who I had not seen in 2019. Until someone said it, I hadn't realized it. Like, I had not seen them in person. So my padre, he is home with us. and my sissy's here. And so we are all the Michigan Matthews are reunited. So it's a wonderful thing. And we're gonna hopefully Sissy will do some cooking and you'll see those videos soon too. All righty then. I will chat. Yes, next Friday it is.
Way to go, Cindy. Way to go, Dr. Cindy.
Cindy. Okay, well, Cindy made 38 cents. Mama Coco must have made like, because she be killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Killing it, okay? But everyone has to check out Mama Coco, okay? All righty then. Chat with you guys later. Bye.